Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakadash.
I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. Right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Today, man, we're going to talk about the MOTB. All right, the man that's in authority in the earth. He's trying to manufacture a blessing that was given to the children of Israel. All right, so when you see this technocracy that he's trying to establish, you see the technology that he's trying to merge man with so they can achieve immortality and all these great things that they're speaking. These are things that are promised to the children of Israel off a rip. But the children of Israel are going to use them to restore the earth. This devil is destroying the earth by pursuing this pipe dream. All right? The blessing was given to Jacob. That's it. But the brother Benaiah, the priest Benaiah here has an article that he wanted to get into. So read a little bit of that. We're going to let the precepts flow from there. All right?
I got a quick one, bro. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time."
For an appointed time. This book here is full of prophecies. All right? Things that we are to look for. Okay? And a lot of those things that were written to us to be warned and to warn the people of and to know that the changing of the guard is about to happen is playing out right before our eyes. Okay? The primary thing we're looking for that mark of the beast. Because when the mark of the beast is made mandatory, we know World War III is going to pop off in full. We know that's the catapult we need to get out of this place. So we're paying attention to it, and it's really the main thing that we should be talking about at this time. If you call yourself a man of the Lord, a prophet, a teacher, this is one of the main things you should be talking about. All right, go ahead.
All right, real quick, Salakia. All right, going back, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry."
Yeah, right now it's no longer tarry. It was just 2-3 years ago where that famous phrase from the guys in purple, "It's June." Ain't nobody gonna say, hey, look, man, they running the trials. They done did it in the hand and in your head. They did the first human trials a week ago. You understand? And you know the information they give you, they done did way more.
Right.
You know? So we're getting to that point where all the prophecies are speaking. This is going to be the solution in which they try to forward their new world order. And you look at all those people, and I'm just a little tangent, but you look at all those people coming into the country. What they're going to do with all those people coming into the country, they're going to say, hey, you want a work visa? You want to be here in this country? Take this digital currency. Here's your bank account. They're going to try to push them into that mode. And then what is that further going to do to the regular citizens here, man? They're not going to have it, so their money going to be worth less. They're going to be more angry. Sedition is going to spike up. And the solution is just going to be able to completely merge with that system that they're establishing. Go ahead, brother. You still have more on yours? You had something?
Well, all these things that you mentioned, it's going to come in such a fast and timely moment. You know, you mentioned like those immigrants that's coming into the country.
Right.
You got to think, Esau agenda been going on for years. You got to think, going all the way back when they were talking about building the wall.
It's mapped out.
Yeah. Instead of now you thinking you were trying to keep them from getting in. Hey, look like now it's trying to keep, when chaos really hits, trying to keep you from getting out.
They just play both sides.
Yeah.
So you got states like Texas. They want, the elites want the division.
Right.
Because they need the division, they need the chaos to bring the order.
Yeah.
You know, our elders always go into it, order Abcade. Okay? So they want the conflict to go down. You know, America's basically a crash dummy at this point to catapult their plan.
That's right.
Yeah. But now you're done with yours, right?
Yeah, I got another one.
Okay.
This
Then
one.
we'll get Jeremiah.
All right, it's a Rock 39 and 16 in the GNT. It says, "All that the Lord has done is very good. All that he commands is sooner or later done."
You got it.
Like we just read in Habakkuk. Like I said, the vision is for an appointed time, man. You see, there was spoken way, you know, when you read in Revelation, it speaks about the mark of the beast, man. You see, that wasn't supposed to come to pass back then, man. Now we're in the time to where that prophecy is being fulfilled, man. You see, and you got to, like the brother said, you got to do the man in purple. All right, the purple people eaters, man.
The Purple Ranger.
Yeah, man. You got even one body, man. You know what I'm saying? He mocks at the CF, man, at the Quran. You see, but you know, you have news every day. Is news articles coming out, man. You see, So how hey man, it's clear to see that the prophecies, these scriptures are true, and you niggas are liars, man.
SOT, the Sons of Thunder niggas. A year ago, he's trying to allude to that it's the credit card. It's like, dude, it's clear what this thing is. It's something that you're gonna need to function within society. When you go to Revelation 13 and 16, it says buy or sell. You know what I mean? That's basically right there saying you won't be able to function in society without it.
Right,
and then when you go to the next chapter, it says you can't repent from it. We all got credit cards.
Yeah. Credit card
So
away.
like, you understand? That's not something that cut into your flesh. It's a physical thing. So it's being revealed more and more who the true men are, who have no guile in their mouth.
Right.
All right. You have more?
That was it.
Okay. Yeah. Now we can go because the scientist Michio Kiku, I don't know how to say his name. Asian scientist, got his gray hair slicked back. He had an interview, man, when he was talking about where were we? He said, why do people die? This is how he started off the clip. He said, why do people die? It's because errors build up in your cells and eventually the person deteriorates. Well, the sin bringeth forth death, man. That's why we die.
Right.
They're trying to override, the authority of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Which the Lord put you in that trick bag anyway. But sin bringeth forth death. Okay? That's why we perish. If somebody want to get that real quick, and sin is transgression of the law. 1 John 3 and 4, by the way. I'm sorry, brother. I know we're gonna get to it, but we got to round out the point. All right? Because they're trying to supersede the order of the Lord. The only way you really can be immortal is if you walk perfectly with the Lord.
Right.
You understand? That's how you achieve immortality. You got it, brother?
What was your one, bro?
Sin bringing forth death. I'll find it.
Immortality, it was set forth upon the earth during the time of the garden. But like the Khan just mentioned, what brought forth that for us to have that way of to receive death? It's through what? Through the time of Adam and Eve, what she did. Basically, they started going off. Philosophy in a way, like you say, they took unto that fruit, which is no philosophy. So when you see throughout the progression of time from the garden until now, what happened to life? You used to live 900 years. You used to live 700, 100. Now you live in 60 years, 50 years. So life is basically depreciated. Why? Through sin, because of sin.
And the scriptures tell you too that over time, things will go weaker and weaker, man. You see? So we saying we at the last, the scriptures talk about like the 12 parts of the earth, the age is going into the time period, man. And over time everything that got weaker and weaker, man. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, because evils have been increased in the earth, man. Well, who's the man of sin is in rulership. Of course.
Now sin and death is start happening expeditiously.
It's uplifted.
Yep.
So it's just a simple math equation, man. The man of sin is in rulership. It's being pushed out in the earth at a high level, and things are deteriorating. The people, music, food, everything. Every facet of life is deteriorating and dying because sin is going forth in the earth.
Right. Esau is passing laws to raise the what is that? Social for you to collect Social Security.
Oh yeah, they nigga want you to work till you die.
Yeah, exactly. And these niggas know the life expectancy going down.
Yeah.
People down younger and younger now.
The life expectancy is like late 70s now, but now they want to push it to 75. So they're basically saying, she said we want to extend the Social Security to a good working age.
Yeah.
To able working age. So they saying 75 is working age. Well, damn.
Yeah.
So they basically say you're gonna work till you die, man.
That's
You're
a
gonna
true
work till you
statement.
bone. We're serving this man with rigor. Just like in ancient Egypt, man, we're serving with rigor in this place. Till you die. Yeah, you in America, man, you bad to the bone. They don't work you to the bone, man.
Right.
It's you see all them people in the senior homes, because I go deal with different buildings and businesses. A lot of people in the senior homes, man, they gotta go get a little day job. You see them, you go to Walmart, you see the guy that's 70 years old, he's standing in front of Walmart. Hey, how you doing? Why are you still working, dude?
Right.
Guy, you got the veteran's hat on.
Yeah.
In the Walmart.
Sitting down at the green light. Can I take a receipt?
You can tell he got trouble breathing and all kind of shit, but he's still working. This place is hell, bro.
That was the lady, what was like a video, like last year or something. I think she was a Benjamin lady, and she was talking about how over there, when you become like 40 or some years old, you you can like chill, but she said people come over to America looking for that American dream. But when they get over to America, like coming from Jamaica or something, they realize that you gotta work till you die. But you like they basically say they dream to get over here, but when you get over here, you gotta work for the rest of your life. But in like Jamaica, she said over a certain period of time you can relax.
That's
You
why
know?
when you go into the Jamaican spot, man, they sitting in the back, they take their time,
Yep.
because they used to working when they want to. So that's a culture. They come here, they're like, man, what the fuck? It's some bullshit.
This is bullshit.
And Benaiah, the Lord gonna give us the power to put the nigga in the headlock.
Oh yeah, I already.
You know, this guy jump out the scooter, burning out in front of the camp. You know what I mean? But I can just see the look on the brother's face, man. Yeah, the Lord gonna give it to you, brother. He like,
I got something real quick back
Go
here.
ahead.
It's Isaiah 47:6. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hands. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou heavily laid thy yoke.
Yeah, man. What's that dude on Mortal Kombat that takes the soul? Your soul is mine. That's this devil, man.
Yeah.
He really wants your soul.
Man, yeah, literally.
That's him.
Yeah.
That character is him. That's Esau.
Yeah. They niggas trying to figure out via technology how to do that, man.
Yeah,
Brothers-
but you know, it's so fucking stupid. The Lord is the Father of spirits. If you download, because they're taking the brain waves of a person and copying them on a disc, on a chip, and they said we can put this in somebody else. It's just a copy of the waves. It's not the spirit isn't on that chip.
Right.
Spirits dwelling bodies, nigga, not a damn copy of the frequencies that they were exhibiting while they were living. You assholes.
I got something real quick back here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, all right, in verse 9 it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right. There's a people on the earth, the scriptures say, whose coming is after the working of Satan. Now, when Paul wrote this letter, who was in rulership at the time? Because when you read further down, he says the mystery of iniquity doth already work. So we had to speak in code. The same way we gotta say the hokey pokey, or the C19.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or we got the J00,
Yeah.
small hats, all these
Yeah.
little jargon terms. so we can actually speak to each other.
Yeah.
Because we're not allowed to speak freely in this place. This place ain't free.
Yeah.
So Apostle, he was writing in code, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, like it was going into, like the brother said, man. He's promising, he's gonna promise these people immortality, man. But it's gonna be false. It's gonna be a mimic. Yeah.
And he know that.
Yeah. Esau know that shit, man. But he's gonna push it forth upon the people. Like he already got articles out there. You remember that video that Moabite chick? She put on a virtual reality thing and she seen her
Oh,
dead
yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And she
remember
was
that.
crying and shit. Well, that goes back into those lying wonders, man. Esau is really putting into people's minds that through his technology, he can bring your loved ones back, man.
That dream is for you. That dream is for the low level people. Esau knows that he can't just make. I guarantee all the elites, they making sure they have sons.
Yeah.
They make sure they have sons so their line can continue. They know that. They actually know. All that immortality bullshit and you can be virgin man with machine. You people are the trial run.
Right.
They're trying to see, okay, can we actually do this? But we're gonna let these people do it first. Y'all crash dummies, man.
Yeah, they're the Rex. You know how you had on test dummy? You're a test dummy. They're gonna keep trying different things, and like you said, it didn't work this way. He did. We're gonna try again. We're gonna bring this out now. When he started making it seem like it started to work more, it seemed like okay, it might work now. We're seeing this actually is coming to effect, and it's not really killing them. Then they were like, okay, well we close to the final trial. We might be able to utilize it and use it on us.
Now I'm speaking as a man, but I don't think it's fun because you know they said they had this successful implant with that lady who took the brain chip.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, all these missing Israelite children that go missing in this country and all across the world and abroad, they were running trials on those kids to see if it could work. Come on, man.
Homeless people.
Homeless
Yeah,
people.
they're doing all this shit.
Yeah,
man.
bro. Come on, man.
They showed you that in they showed you that in a couple of movies. What was that? Venom. Remember that last Venom?
Oh,
When
yeah,
you- that
yeah, they
chick,
did.
That homeless chick outside. She kept on selling them papers and shit. And he came one day and she was gone. And the same people at that fucking lab, man, they was to run a test on her with the symbiote, man.
Yep.
You see, and then another movie was The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. Going back into how they every time a nigga die, like he could be able to make a fucking clone and all this shit. They'll just use his brain. As long as his brain not damaged, they was able to take everything from his brain and put it onto the computer and then be able to put that into the clone, man.
Yeah.
You see?
But it's not the spirit ain't
Yeah,
the same.
yeah,
You know, that's what I wanted to mention in that point. You can take somebody's brain or whatever But the Lord is the one that says, I'm putting this spirit in that body.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't have dominion over that. He's the Father of spirits, not you.
But your spirit that actually lies in your mind.
Yeah.
In your head. You know, they try to say it's your heart.
Yeah.
No, it's your mind. You can get a heart transplant. Everything in your body you can change and you'll still be you.
Yeah,
But
if that was the
your
case,
mind.
the Rockefeller, the one that died, he had 7 heart transplants.
Yeah,
What was his name?
yeah.
If that was the case, he would have been a different person every time he got a heart transplant.
Exactly.
But no, the spirit isn't here, man.
Yep.
And once the light go out in this, the spirit
Yep.
is gone.
Yep.
You can try to recharge it back up, but the spirit is gone from it.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes 8:8. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit,
Ooh, that's fire.
neither have he power in the day of death.
Oh my goodness. So look, right there you cut. Right there, your dream of manufacturing your own immortality becomes impossible. It's
Yep.
only reserved for the children of Israel who the covenant was given to. Now, if when you don't.
Yeah, I'm done.
Now we can get Jeremiah. I know you can hold it.
Yeah.
You got to bake the cake, man.
Yeah.
It's Jeremiah 31. We start at 31.
It's, Jeremiah 31:31. It say, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
A new covenant with the house of Israel. Who is the new covenant for? It just told us.
Yes.
All right, I just want to make that point, because people get simple, especially you Christians. But go ahead.
Make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. Although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord.
So we broke that first covenant, man. We were disobedient. The curse came upon us. Okay? And this new covenant is going to be different from the first. It's going to elaborate why. And this is how you'll know that we're not in you can just, all the people that got taken with that snare, we're in the new covenant, this cuts that completely. Use your common sense, man. Let's read this, come on.
Dr. McPhee said, establish a new covenant. You got to think back now. Well, what was the old covenant? Who had the first covenant?
Right.
It wasn't the whole world. How they say now everybody can be saved.
It's
All right?
a renewal upon better promises.
That's right.
Yeah. Tell you, Malachi, that the Lord, he don't change, man.
Nope.
He didn't have a mind change and said, okay, well, everybody, even the heathens gonna be drafted in. No, the Lord don't change his mind, man. Showing you that those Gentiles that we're speaking about are Israelites, man.
Yep.
It's in the Gentile state of a Hellenized state of mind, man.
You get it in John 7:35 in NLT, it lets you know those dispersed Israelites in other lands.
Yep.
Dwelling among the Gentiles, man. So, you can be simple as you want to be, but we're in a time where it's kind of like, we'll see.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 31:33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord.
After those days, after the Lord returns, okay, and the kingdom of heaven is being established. This is how you'll know if we're in the new covenant or not. And we're going to double it with the point, but this is what the beginning of immortality is going to look like. Go ahead.
It says, I will put my law in their inward parts.
So we mentioned in the beginning of the lesson, because the guy, Kiku, the scientist, the ancient scientist, he said, why do we die? Because you get deterioration in your cells and errors. No, sin, nigga.
Yeah.
Sin is why you die. But if you're able to keep the Lord's way perfect, that's your only way to access immortality. And here, what we're reading is the Lord saying he's going to put the laws in us so that we can keep it perfect. Because we couldn't do it in this body. The only person that was successful doing that was the first spirit ever created, which was Yahweh Shah. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, I will put my law in their inward part and write it in their hearts. And I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
So right there is letting us know these are the people that new covenant is with, the nation of Israel, all 12 tribes. Those are the people who are going to have access to immortality.
Right.
Everybody else, it doesn't mention them that their law is going to be written within their inward parts. So if sin bringing forth death, and they're not going to be able to even walk uprightly and perfect, they don't have access to that gift.
Yep.
So regardless of the technology that you develop, you're not going to have access to it. This false blessing that you're trying to manufacture is a complete failure. Okay? All right.
Verse 34, it says, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. And why is that? Because the laws is going to be within us. So if you're within the nation of Israel, that law is going to be within you, so you won't have to teach nobody.
So yeah, we're making this lesson right now. So anybody that's talking about we're in the new covenant, that's fucking stupid.
Why you have to teach
We're
us?
making lessons every day.
Yeah.
Like, you making lessons. God damn. All right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You read the point about they will not teach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
just
All
read
right.
it.
It's Micah 4:1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the Lord, the house of the Lord, shall be established in the top of the mountain,
Top government.
and it shall,
Select it. The sole world power. So you know how you have world powers now? The nation of Israel, what the brother was reading, what the priest is reading, we're going to be the sole world power upon the face of the earth, man. That has not happened yet, which is a big strike to the people with the little pieces of paper on the top of their heads. Go ahead.
If I could say, because it tells you in Isaiah 9, it tells you after what? That burning, that water is going to come with that burning and fuel of fire. It's going to be what? A government that's going to be established on the earth that's going to reign forever and ever.
Right. Select it, brother.
it says, going back Micah 4, in the middle of verse 1, it says, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow unto it. And this is the point, man, because the brother just reading about the covenant right now, man. And this shows you, this is a cut to anybody who said that the heathen can be drafted in. Well, this cuts your whole fucking argument, man.
Right.
There's no way to get past this, man. It says, verse 2, and many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mount of the Lord, and to the house of the God of Jacob. And he shall teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Boom. There it is, man. Is that happening right now? See, this is why prophecy is so important. Because you will realize that, okay, for me to say I'm this people or that, these things have to check the boxes. The people over there in the Holy Land, they don't even abide by the Torah like that. They don't. They go by the what's that book they got with all the freaky stuff in it?
The
Talmud. Yeah, the Talmud.
Talmud.
Yeah, the freaky deaky book. They the original freak nick.
Yeah.
Okay? So they don't even go by, they don't push that out in the
Right.
earth. They actually push degeneracy. When you look at who owns P-Hub, it's a small hat.
Right.
When you look at who's behind the music that's being pushed, the vibration that people are dancing to, the small hats own all the labels. When you look at all the degeneracy that's being pushed in the earth, that little sneaky hand that's behind it, it's Esau. It's that red hand.
Yep.
He's been caught red-handed, man, through this word.
They control the media. Everything that's brought out on the news and what have you, it's got to be okay to brought out by him because he controls most of the network, all of the network.
Yeah. And if you try to push righteousness in this earth, you're going to be made out to be what's wrong with the earth. You're going to be made out to be the problem. There's a man upon the earth that's pushing out unrighteous decrees, like he talks about in Isaiah 10:1. Okay? So this man, he can't be the people, alluding to the brother's point. We could go back and forth in this book all day and prove that you're not the people according to prophecy. See, that's why whenever scoffers come up and you deal with people, go straight into prophecy, because that makes the bar too high.
Yeah.
You understand that? That's our, like, you play, I like playing, I hold that draw 4 in my back pocket. The prophecy for us, that's our draw 4, man. That bar gets too high. Okay?
That Malachi, when you look at Malachi 1,
Yeah.
well, when you read that,
Micah.
Micah, it's like Micah 1, where it says, let's go up to the mountain where they can teach us. But we just read that in Jeremiah, he said that whoever received that, be under that new covenant, they laws don't have to be teaching no more.
Right. So it's going to be a people that aren't perfect. So it's not like, the kingdom of heaven, there's going to be people who don't have the laws written within the inner parts. And those are going to be people who are not Israelites. So it isn't, this lineage thing, it is important. There's no spiritual Israelite, man.
No.
Okay? The only people that are going to receive the immortality, because having the laws written within your inner parts, that's the access to immortality, because you're not sinning. The only reason people die is because they sin. Okay?
And another major cut to those people is Isaiah the 14th chapter, man.
Correct.
First of all, they got put in the land by way of the Balfour Declaration. The Lord didn't put them over there. The Lord said he was going to put his people back in the land. When our big brother Yahushua returns, it's exactly what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? And also, when you continue to read in that chapter, it says that those that were oppressed are going to rule over their oppressors, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't nobody serving them people. They over there getting their tails whooped, man. Everywhere these people go, somebody beating them up, man. the children of Israel, you know, the actual true people, they're not going to be getting beat up in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know?
They've been making all these commercials saying anti-Semitism is up 300%.
Right.
You're not going to have to say that in the
Don't worry
kingdom,
about
bro.
that.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Crazy as hell.
No, ain't nobody going to speak against the children of Israel when they're changed.
Right.
Okay, and just to allude to your point. Oh, go ahead, brother.
Now, I was gonna say, to add on to y'all, that also in the first covenant, it was all the tribes. It wasn't just the southern kingdom as it is now. They just got Levi
Right.
and Judah. It's
Yeah.
all the tribes.
Where Asher
First
at?
covenant and second covenant.
Where's Zebulon?
Right.
Where Issachar? Some of them over there say, oh,
Now,
I'm
they-
Levy.
Y'all remember that? Yeah, y'all remember that video they had the Moabites
Yeah,
get off
the
the plane?
Moabites. They were
They were
Manasseh
like,
over
oh
there.
yeah, that shit was so awful, bro.
Man.
Losing.
Hey, as soon as they showed that video, as soon as they said cut, they said, I'll get back on that plane to get out of here.
Fuck out of
Get
here.
the fuck out of here.
Damn.
That was for sure.
Nah, they losing. Nah, I agree, bro.
I want to get Jeremiah 16 because you mentioned that when we go back to the Holy Land, it's going to be the greatest deliverance that ever took place. Up until now, old Egypt, ancient Egypt, that was the greatest deliverance ever written about, right?
Right.
But the Lord said He's going to outdo that. Now, when you look at the Balfour Declaration, did that outdo the deliverance from Egypt? Hell no. Again, prophecy completely X's these people out. Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna finish that Jeremiah 31 and jump there.
Come,
Back in middle of Jeremiah 31 and 34, I started talking, it said, and they shall teach no more a man his neighbor, every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. For they shall all know me, from the least to them of them to the greatest of them, saith the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more.
Yeah, man, that's an exclusive club. That is a family affair. That's not for everybody.
Right.
No matter how you try to cut it and spin it, no matter all your debates and the points you try to make, it don't line up with what the scripture says. It doesn't line up with Christ.
Exactly.
Okay? Okay, you got it? Jeremiah 16. Just to double down the point we had. And then we're going to get to 1 Corinthians, which talks about us being changed. Okay, I don't get it. You got something to it?
Oh, nah, y'all got it. Okay.
Well, you got something
I got the one you got.
Okay.
Yep. You want deliverance?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter. Yep. This is Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Yeah, even in Hollywood, they make movies about the Exodus.
Right.
They ain't make no movies about the Balfour Declaration, bro.
Right.
It's not a great deliverance. It doesn't outdo. The Lord completely showed that He supersedes reality
Right.
in the deliverance from Egypt. The darkness completely destroyed their crops. You know, we could go on and on. All these plagues showing that He has dominion over every facet of life. Nothing like that happened in 1948.
I got something.
Okay. He's still finishing.
Nah, yes, one more. Yeah. This is Jeremiah 16 and 15. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
The North Country, all right? And in America is where the bulk of the Israelites are held, okay? And this is also where the truth came out,
Right.
okay? So this is where the great deliverance is going to take place, all right? Go ahead, brother.
It's gonna tie right into it. Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set His hand again the second time to recover the remnant of His people.
The Lord, you got it.
It says, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea.
Yeah.
And he shall set an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. That's that great deliverance that it's talking about, man. Like the brother's going into, man. You see, and when the first time, it said that the Lord is going to set His hand a second time. Well, when was the first time? Well, like the brother said, in Egypt. That was the first time that the Lord had set His hand to recover His people, man. You see? Now this deliverance is going to outdo what He did in Egypt, man.
We
You
can't
see?
even imagine what that looked like.
Right.
Bro, spiritual powers, it
Bro,
was
it's
all
gonna
that,
be,
bro.
this is going to be a movie.
Man.
All right, and we can't wait to see the look on you people's faces, man. Especially 2/3 of our people, you motherfuckers. I don't like using that word because I know the history of that word now, But you pieces of shit, 2/3, man, y'all gonna be right in the kingdom, but on this side, man, y'all got a judgment to pay. Cause y'all just don't want to repent. And y'all gung-ho for this devil's plan. Y'all gung-ho to serve this man. So you guys have now become enemies of the remnant of Israel. Alright?
The scripture said they've been made our enemies for the gospel's sake, man. You see, so it is what it is, man.
So yeah, the enemy. Now, going back to the scientist Kiku, right? Talking about how they're going to achieve immortality. Now we discovered the only people that actually have access to immortality according to the words of God and why we die. Now let's read about the actual changing. Okay? If somebody could get it, you got the First Corinthians? And this is the precept. When he return, we should be like him. John? Yeah. You got it. Yeah,
Kai, y'all do that.
Okay. You got a precept, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it up. Yeah, this Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 31. Behold,
Yeah. He ready to come out here. So nice it had to come out twice.
Yeah, it says, behold, the days come, said Yahweh Shai, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, so all tribes.
Yeah.
As brothers are going into, man, not just the southern kingdom like they got right now.
Yeah.
That great deliverance is going to be all of it. That's what children of Israel means. Children, that's where his bonds.
Yeah.
Sons.
In public speaks a lot, your brother. I'm gonna let you finish. In public speaking class, they talk about you got to rehash points. If you say something once, people they'll forget it. You know, during a class or something. But if you repeat it at least 3 times, which you see the Lord repeat things 3 times, often throughout the scriptures. If you repeat it a few times, it sticks with you. So this brother's reading about who the new covenant pertains unto, who has the access to even get immortality. He's reading it again. All right, go ahead, brother. You got it.
You got Jeremiah 31 and 32. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. Although I was a husband to them, said Yahweh Shai, so we broke that covenant, we fell short. But the new one is going to have the laws and over parts, so we can't fall short. That's what's going into with new bodies.
I need a sound for it.
Yeah, he's gonna take that stony heart away and give us a heart of flesh, man.
Yep.
You see? You're gonna put the laws within us, man, and then you can't beat that.
Yeah.
It ain't no going on.
Yeah, it's part that.
Yeah.
Void of sin,
Yeah.
which means you can't die. Come on, man. Simple math.
Yeah, ain't no man.
2 plus 2 ain't fish, man. All right, now we go to that First Corinthians.
Nigga slow as hell. He said, fish.
That's really his equation. He thinks if he downloads a brainwave and put it on the chip, that the spirit
Right.
is gonna be on that chip. No, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Con, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 50. And it reads, Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Neither doth corruption inherit incorruption.
Oh, can somebody read it in the GNT if you got it? Okay,
Where you
you
at?
got it. Yeah. Okay.
Where you at?
You read it there, but we'll read it again in the GNT.
Okay, Con, I'll read it in the NLT. 1 Corinthians 15 to 50. In the NLT it says, what I am saying, dear brothers and sisters, is that our physical bodies cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. These dying bodies cannot inherit what will last forever. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
1 Corinthians 15 and 50 in the GNT. It says, what I mean, friends, is that what is made of flesh and blood cannot share in God's kingdom, and what is mortal cannot possess immortality.
Yeah. Right now, what makes us mortal? We sin.
Yes.
That's what makes it. If you're trying to, contemplate, you got all these people with these titles, professor and doctor and PhD, but they don't know shit unless they know about this. This tells us how life and death works.
Right.
All right. So, what makes a person mortal? They sin. Okay, go ahead, brother.
This flesh is wicked, man, if I can add.
Yeah.
This flesh is wicked. It strives against the spirit, man, on a daily basis. And Apostle Paul goes into that.
Yeah.
It's a constant struggle between the spirit, which wants to do right, and this flesh, which is corrupt, man.
Is that
You know?
Galatians?
I believe it's
You know what that's in Galatians?
Galatians chapter 2.
Okay, if we can get that, just to back the brother up, pretty stuff, because let's talk about what makes a person mortal. Because that is a question that comes up in the scientific world often the time, man.
Right.
So there's no advancement in technology that you could achieve that's going to make it to where you can be immortal. The only way you get access to immortality is if you're void of sin. And that's only promise, like we read in Jeremiah 31, it's only promise to a specific round of people. That's a family affair. You got it?
See, Galatians chapter 2. I think it's 16. Yeah, 16, yep. This Galatians chapter 2 and verse 16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahushua Mashiach. Even we have believed in Yahushua Mashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Yahushua, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. Oh, Father 17. Yep. Yeah, yep.
That's what you were quoting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 17. And it reads, all right, it says, for the flesh, nope, here we go, I'll get 16. Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Verse 17. For the flesh lusted against the spirit.
The flesh lusted against the spirit. So this is what the brother was going into. It's a conflict. We'll have to look up our voice. The flesh lusts against the spirit. All right. Now, when you come into this truth, the inward man is renewed day by day, so you're more adept to fight against the flesh, but you're still in it nonetheless. On top of that, you're still in captivity. Right. So there's certain things that you can't keep. So there's no way we can have access to immortality in this kingdom.
Right.
Okay. Now go ahead, brother.
God, continuing on, and these are contrary one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that you would.
Yeah, Jude calls this flesh, man, the chains of darkness. These things weigh you down. These bodies weigh you down, so we got to be free of this vessel. What's that in say we do grown in this vessel? I'll find it. But now we can go back to Corinthians, and I'll get what I just quoted.
Brian, it's you want in
Yeah, NLT is fine.
No, I'm just saying KJV.
However y'all want, which
I know you want to read it. So I'll read it first,
Okay.
then you can come out.
No, we already read.
Oh,
You want to read it?
52 and 53?
Oh, no. Okay,
Okay.
no. Damn.
So I'm going to read the KJV. God, this is 1 Corinthians 15. I'm going to read it in the KJV, and the brother get it in the GNT. This is verse 51, and it reads, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. That's going into this is again Apostle Paul breaking it down. You know, when during the time when Yahushua returns, you know, in those chariots, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be beaming the elect of the nation of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and several Indians of Negro descent. The elect of them, they're gonna be getting beamed up, man, into those chariots, and as they're going up, they're gonna be changed, man. You know, because this corruptible flesh can't inherit incorruption, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be changed into our glorified bodies, the glorious bodies. That's like the Quran. I think he wanted that scripture where it says we're gonna be changed. We're gonna be like him. We don't know how we're gonna be.
I'll read it. I'll
What
back
is it?
him up.
John, 1 John.
Yeah, I got you.
1 John.
1 John 3 and 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of God? And you know, we were called the sons of God before we were called Israelites. And it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
There it is. We're going to see him as he is, man, because he's returning in that glorified state, in his glorified body. He tells you he's not going to meet you as a man when in Isaiah the 47th chapter, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when he returns, he's returning in his glorified state. And like the scripture just said, we're going to be like him, man.
We're going to get upgraded.
Upgrade. There it is.
You know how Jake and wickedness in the world, you know, he'll have a female that's down with him. You know, he get a little money, he boss her up.
Right.
The Lord gonna boss us up, man. We his women, are we not?
That's it. Yep.
So we gonna get bossed up.
Jeremiah 62.
There you go, baby.
Yep.
You got something? Okay. Whoever got
Yeah, I
it.
got a couple.
Well, I was saying, because you said we're gonna be like Yahushua, we're gonna be like him.
Right.
Now, who is Yahushua? Is like he's like the heavenly Father. So we're gonna have some heavenly bodies. This is real quick, Colossians 1, and the point is 15, but trying to get the point, I'll start at 12. It says, giving thanks unto the Father who has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, who has
And that
delivered.
word meet means right.
Right.
Right to be partakers. That's not everybody, man. You know, it's certain people, certain men in the planet, man.
Birthright.
Right.
Who has delivered us from the power of darkness and has translated us into the kingdom of the dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins, who is the image of the invisible power. Let me say it verbatim. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature. So we're gonna just keep going through that, but hey, that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna receive those heavenly bodies. All right, we're gonna receive that incorruptible crown. All right, right now we in the corruptible crown because what? We're in these what do you call it? The chains of darkness. All right, yeah, that's what? That's these bodies. So we cannot go onto the chariots in these bodies. We gotta be renewed.
We're gonna go back to our, go around with part of number, our original state, man. We're gonna be the gods, lowercase g upon the earth.
That's right.
You had something,
I got
now I
two
got a
of 'em.
combination.
Yeah, I got two of them really quick. I'll get Second Esdras chapter 2 and verse 45, and it says, and he answered me and said, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and received palms.
Whoa, can I say something?
Go ahead, bro.
Bro, the name is also attached to the access to immortality.
Yep.
So somebody trying to they taking everything from you, really.
Right.
You niggas naked as hell.
Naked, you ass
naked.
naked out here. You smoky running down the street in Friday.
Right.
Right.
In front of the low rider.
Yeah.
Don't let these people take the name from you, bro. The scriptures say the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runs into it and is saved. Okay? What is his name and what is his son's name if thou canst tell? Why is this being brought up constantly? Why is the name so important in the scriptures? Why is the value of it constantly being brought up to you?
Right.
Because it's insignificant? Don't be stupid, man. You gotta have faith, bro. The Lord said he would give us, return his name unto us so that we can call upon it.
Right.
Okay, so you go to Deuteronomy, what is it, 32 or 22? Where it talks about the woman crying out.
Deuteronomy,
Yeah, I think it's 22.
Okay, right. So in order for us to call out, because this devil's gonna come try to take hold of us, all right? In order for us to cry out, we gotta have a name to call on.
Right.
You simple niggas, man. But you know what? That's your part in the movie. You know, I get frustrated, but I do realize as well, we all realize this, that that's just their part. It is some people that's meant to be deceived. Even of our own people. You know?
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1 in the NLT, it says, for we know that when this earthly tent we live in is taken down, that is, when we die and leave this earthly body,
Right.
we will have a house in heaven, an eternal body made for us by the Most High himself and not by human hands.
Right.
But we grow weary in our present bodies, and we long to put on our heavenly bodies like new clothing. For we will put on heavenly bodies. We will not be spirits without bodies.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah, like so that's showing you going into the body, man, being changed. You know what I'm saying?
upgrade.
Yep, upgraded, man. And true of that, then that's what Esau wants. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau is trying to fulfill on the left-hand side right now via his technology, man.
Right.
You see, what we want to people about, man. You see? That promise was only promised unto Jacob, man, going back unto the blessing that Isaac gave him, man. You see, Esau is trying to upset. Esau is trying to stretch out his blessing longer, man.
Right.
He's trying to take hold to where he's trying to get it back, man. You know? But it's not going to happen because it's already written that the elect is going to get the victory.
Brother will back you up. Okay.
I would say that's a cut on Christians too, because they think when you die, we're gonna be floating around and as just a spirit without a body.
Naked babies with wings.
Yeah, naked baby
Yeah.
with wings.
That's pedophilia, man.
That's all it is. With a big stunt,
They push this, they Hellenize your faith.
bro.
They Hellenize people's faith in their head. When they think about the Most High, they think about Cesare.
Yep.
They think about Serapis.
Yep.
They think about all these Greek, concepts and ways.
Yeah.
When when you come to the truth, when you pray, you really think of that white boy.
Yeah.
Right.
They want you to be born, and I mean, after you go back to the spirit world, they say you're gonna be floating around the spirit you're gonna be a little baby flying around with wings with a big stomach.
With milk and
That don't
honey
make
everywhere.
sense. With milk and honey everywhere.
That's Mount Olympus.
Man.
They telling you heaven is Mount Olympus,
That's what
bro.
it
Well, this nigga get to enjoy the earth.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, enjoy everything. You can tell the only time you gonna enjoy when you die. When you die.
You gotta die.
Yeah.
You gotta die to be at peace, nigga.
And the niggas accept that shit.
And, hey, bro,
They would accept that
you
shit.
mentioned they want to raise the Social Security earlier,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's basically what they're saying. They say, nigga, for you to get rest, you gotta work when you die.
Yeah.
While you here, you gonna work till you gonna serve a record.
Yeah.
And they not saying that just for us. They putting that on their own people.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That's why you see all these people blowing whistles.
Yeah.
You know? That's why the whistleblowers that got something to say. They're like, oh, y'all ain't finna put us in here with the niggas.
Yeah.
They trying to put us in with the niggas. So they mad, bro.
Yeah, they tell me, we're gonna take away your Social Security because I always said at a certain, in due time, Social Security will be no more. So they saying basically you ain't get Social Security, you just gotta continue working.
This is my black punk.
Yeah.
That's the energy they coming with, bro. Golly. Okay, yeah, the brother gonna back you up because you made that point, man. About this, what we're seeing this devil basically throw a temper tantrum for his bad decision. So he's trying to be like, all right, fuck what my daddy said. I'm gonna do it my own way. But you can't. Come on, man. Here we go.
This Hebrews 12, verse 7. If ye endure chastity,
17.
17. Yep. This Hebrews 12 and 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Yeah, so these elites, these top elite banking families know that, man. They know, they understand, they know who they are, and they understand that they ain't gonna have no repentance, man. So they trying to come up another way. They trying to get salvation, all right, for themselves via their technology, man. You see, and we see that system is getting ready. We already see it in formation right now, man. You see, now they passing laws. You see, you got China talking about now they trying to compete with the brain C-hip. All right, they battling back and forth with Elon Musk, man. So here it is. You have all this prophecy popping out. And niggas still talking about it. The C-hip ain't the MOTB, man.
Right.
You see, you still not warning the people about this digital prison that Esau is getting ready to enslave the planet Earth with, man. You see, he's literally gonna be your guy. He's gonna be able to kill you whenever, man.
Right.
All right, he's pushing forth with his technology. They got that fully automated fucking AI restaurant in California, man.
Yeah.
You see?
job.
Right now they saying, bro, the nigga was explaining it on the news. Yeah, it makes burgers better. It does this. Because the lady was like, will it affect the quality of the food? They was like, yeah. He said yes, but in a good way. Burgers gonna be all the burgers gonna be juicy.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, forget the burger. Oh shit, nigga, they still sitting that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You get burgers sometimes. You're like, man, this shit trash. Who cooked my shit? Well, this technology ain't gonna do that. It's gonna be perfect every time. And that's gonna get these people, man.
The long-term effect of that is what? People aren't going to have jobs. Those low-level jobs that people have to get from there, they're not going to be able to work. So now they're going to have to depend on this devil to have sustenance.
Bro,
It's a trap.
hey, that's what the chick said. She said, do you think this is gonna take people's jobs? He's affect people work? He's like, no, not. And the way he said it, he was like, damn. He was like, but yeah, this was lying. Like, no, not really, but it is, man. You see, Esau's gonna bring forth this technology as something convenient for people, man. You see, just like he.
Go ahead. No, you just said he was looking like, nah, he was like, we're going to keep y'all. Like, instead of 50, we'll keep 5 of y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we just need y'all to monitor.
To monitor the robots to make sure they don't, they don't have
Hey,
a
real
malfunction.
shit. Hey, and the nigga just showed the bitches was sprinkling some cheese on the fries. They just gonna do the toppings. That's it.
It's too delicate. They hands.
And they gonna pay you
They
trash.
can't do the little stuff with their hands.
But eventually, that's gonna be taken over
They
by
gonna take-
technology.
No, so they're gonna pigeonhole people into where you gotta look at them as God.
Yeah.
Where you gotta look at them for salvation.
Yep.
But the elect know better, man.
Hey, that's gonna bring forth too that deep popping the earth, man. You see, well, they gonna say, well, I don't need you no more. What do
You guys are
wasting
breathing and
space.
farting too much.
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
Yeah, you're not adding to me, nigga.
Yeah.
You breathing, you raising the CO2.
Niggas in the way.
Yeah, you raising the CO, the carbon emissions, nigga. You just gotta die.
You see how this is the man of death?
Yeah.
He's the void of wickedness. You see how we're breaking these things out? And it's like, oh, it's kind of, I'm seeing this picture clear.
Yep.
We're not just calling this man the devil because he's mean, because he doesn't like us. No, him being in the earth brings death about.
Yeah.
That's why he's the devil, man. He's contrary to life.
That pale horse. That pale horse, man, in Revelation the 6th chapter, that death rode upon it and hell followed, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This dude represents death, and the conditions of hell is going to follow this man wherever he goes. He's the border of wickedness, like the scriptures say. And it backs that up as well in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, man.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere this dude, he's insatiable.
Yep.
Everywhere he goes, death, you know, and hell, man, you know. Bro, we know who this is talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Still you can't hide no more. That's like,
Habakkuk too.
yeah, Habakkuk.
And we pull out the magnifying glass, you know, the little detective glass, and we look at all this criteria. Who fits all of this criteria?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, we
This
checking
only,
like,
yeah, we like, oh, this is
Man.
definitely you. This nigga don't got an alibi.
Right.
He checks all the boxes for the
No longer
culprit.
hide, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's why you go and have Sirach 12, what it goes into. Never trust thine enemy. You know, thine rust stores his way. I mean, he wiped away stores the wicked. He wiped the looking glass and still there. That's why we were just mentioning how he putting all this AI into the fast food. One of the most jobs that you can get almost at any time when I was growing up was, I'm gonna drive trucks. I'm gonna drive trucks. And the other Mike I would like to say, right here over in Wilmer, Texas, is one of the first AI driving automated trucks. You know, and that shows you in this movie Logan. When you look at that movie Logan, he was what all you see was on the going back and forth on that. You watch that movie, look at all them trucks that were driving back and forth. They were AI. They were automatically driven.
Bro, you gotta ask yourself, if this man is such a good guy, right? Why wouldn't he use his AI to restore all the stuff he's been destroying? To plant the trees back, to clean the waters. But no, he put them in jobs where you people are gonna be forced to depend on him eventually. His motives are not pure, man. This dude is wicked.
Bro, and the main one who has those type of jobs are you tribes, man. You the main ones at the fast food restaurant. When you pull up to the fast, there's gonna be a Jake. More than likely, it's gonna be a Jake, man. You see, Issachar, Judah. You know what I'm saying?
Especially the B-Dub.
Yeah, you at the warehouses. Eventually, hey, they already got machines that they're fucking taking load of trucks, man. Eventually, they gonna and pick boxes and pull orders and shit too. Eventually, Amazon gonna get rid of you niggas, man. They already been letting some companies are letting hundreds of people and thousands of people go right now, man.
And you know who gonna suffer the most? The women, bro. They make artificial wombs.
Yeah.
They phasing y'all niggas out, bro. Y'all over here, y'all a bad bitch, and you got your horse hair and all that. You don't realize you're being phased out of society.
Placing you with Transformers.
I thought they created life. Now, one thing they can't make artificial semen. You know, artificial sperm. They can't do that. Because that's life. That's something that he cannot do, is actually create the actual life. He can create the womb that you can put, basically like an incubator, put the life into it and let it develop, but he cannot create what the Lord has actually made. That's something that Esau can't do, and he's furious about.
And he can't put the spirit into a body.
Yep.
That was the whole point why I wanted to go into this. Because this devil's so simple. You can't download consciousness and think that the spirit, you can put it on that chip and then put it into a body.
Man, Esau.
That's the most highest jurisdiction. He's the father of spirits.
He's proud, bro. He's too proud, bro. So that lets you know the technology that Esau is concealing right now is some high level shit, man. For him to actually believe that shit, you know what I'm saying? Bro, that's some high level, bro. That nigga, bro, the Most High blessed him on the left hand side, man.
Yeah.
You see this technology that Esau had, that's why it's gonna be able to deceive the masses, like it says in Revelation 13, like it says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, man. His comings out the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonder, man. This shit is gonna be able to fool masses to what these people are gonna see this as salvation, man.
Right.
They gonna look at this man that, bro, and he's setting it up. They already depend on everything in America. These people depend on technology to do it for them, man. Right. You see, even us, bro. These fucking phones, bro. Yeah, these fucking phones. The nigga did it slick, bro. The nigga is cunning, bro. Like the scripture said, the nigga's cunning. You know what I'm saying?
It said if it were possible, he would deceive the very elect.
Yeah. So that shows you how, like, bro. That shows if it wasn't for the spirit of the Lord willing, we are part of that number that's gonna be on the elect in that time, then they will be deceived, man. Right. You see.
And that's why it makes sense why these people they don't get what the MOTB actually is. It's not dawning on a lot of Israelites what this is building up to. They're not seeing the gradual shift.
Yeah, the brother mentioned 2 Thessalonians, the second chapter. It also mentions in that, because you got, getting started with Apostle Tom down, you got all these men out here bringing out all this information, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the spirit of the Lord, man, through these prophecies, revealing this dude, man. That's why, hey, all of this information is coming out and revealing this dude as to who it is, just like the Khan mentioned, we're checking off boxes, you know what I'm saying? And who lines up with all these things, man? The devil, man. It's the wicked, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, man.
I want to do a class one day. Next time it's my turn to do class, I want to do like a checklist of all the things that point out that he's not the people, that he's the wicked, and just have a whole list of people when they watch it, they're like, damn,
Yeah.
this a long ass list.
Right.
Like these churches, a lot of charges.
Right.
on this thing, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Clearly.
It's gonna be more than that. Shit.
Yeah, like I'm gonna just ask, but
Right.
every brother send a point in the chat that just proved that this man is not who he say he is.
Right. Right.
That's gonna be a great lesson. Just like the curses prove who we are,
Right.
it's a whole list of shit in the scriptures that prove who he is.
I got a quick one for you. This Proverbs 29:16 NLT. When the wicked are in authority, sin flourishes, but the godly will live to see their downfall. So that's what's promoted in his kingdom. Nothing but straight death. The scriptures say the law, statutes, commandments is the doctrine of life. When you go outside of that, that's where death comes in. That's what he's perpetrating on everybody. Death culture.
Yeah, because sin is the transgression of the law, you know, and pursuing the what's that? I don't remember where it is. What's the ways of death? Sin is Romans. In Romans the 6th chapter, it says the wages of sin is death, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sin equals death. This is the man of sin, pursuant to 2 Thessalonians the 2nd chapter. He's in rulership. That's what he promotes, man. That spirit and vibration is sent throughout the four corners of the earth on a daily basis, man. You know?
And it's affecting, we mentioned this earlier in the lesson, not only does it affect the people, it affects the food, it
Yep.
affects the music,
Yep.
it affects the air quality,
Water.
it affects the animals, all right? It affects, you know, the mind frame of the children and the people.
Yup.
The spirits on people
Right.
is a death kind of spirit.
Yup.
Everybody's in a self-destructive spirit. When you look at these people, when you look at their life habits, most people are degenerates.
Right.
You know, they have no discipline. Everything that they do is like a death style. They don't have a lifestyle.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And that reminds me of that little meme. I believe it's from, I can't remember the movie it's from. Is it Carmen Electra? She runs, it's a sign pointing one way to a
Scary movie.
Scary movie.
yeah.
And it's pointing to life and one pointing to death. And she ran up there, looked, and ran toward death, man.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, look at this
hey,
dummy.
the scripture said that they made a covenant with death, though.
Exactly.
You know, hey, that was heavy then.
Man.
I can't remember that scene. Which one was that? Because you know, like five of them.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one. I know it's a meme.
okay.
I see the meme.
All right.
And then she runs to the sign that's pointing to, you know, opposite directions, one to life, one to death. And she looks up there and they ran towards death.
Second
That's
Ezra.
you know your Israelite sister.
Right there. They go through the picture of the garment off.
Yeah, I picked up brother you doing that shit. You know your Israelite sister.
Second Ezra is 14, verse 16. It says, "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." And these things are going to happen, be done hereafter. What you've done, seen them upon the earth, you know, you don't have Jake. They don't really look at Esau. A lot of them still don't look at Esau as being the damn devil upon the earth. One thing about it though, he's finna go, like I say, ball to the wall. He can do greater evil than he did in the past and now in the present.
There's a madman spirit done.
Yep.
Yep.
And the people don't look at this devil as a devil or the wicked or you know, because he's, as the scriptures say, Satan has transformed himself into an angel of light, man.
Right.
You know, so these people look at him, you know, he named themselves white, you know, which those things represents cleanliness, purity. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? White. Yeah, we're white people.
But hey, even that, people, they're sobering up.
Right.
Now when you see all the nations, they get on TikTok, they be like the so-called white man. People realize like, oh, this man he's the source of every problem.
Right.
Yep.
Like everywhere I look, like if there's a problem, that nigga's there.
He's there. Right.
You know?
There you go. He's there wherever you go.
What a wickedness, bro.
Bro, when you see death, evil, all of it happens. So he's gonna be in the mix. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 17. It say, "For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evil increase upon them that dwell therein."
And it talks about after Alexander the Greek died and his 4 generals took over, the scriptures say evils. Okay, yeah, go get it. When the Greeks came into power, the earth got real nasty and gross. All right, and those people that were ruling during that time, they're still ruling today. That's why this place sucks. Okay, go ahead, brother.
This verse, Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
Yeah,
So
they were in that spirit to put crowns. It's me. They had that God complex, like it talks about in 2 Thessalonians,
Right.
like it talks about in Isaiah the 14th chapter. They want to be like the Most High. Okay, go ahead.
so did their sons after many years. And evils multiplied in the earth.
So if evils were multiplied, evil is synonymous with sin. That what too was multiplied in the earth? Death, deterioration. Okay, for the scientists, the agents, the Moabite scientists keep. That's why people die, man. Sin, evils have increased in the earth.
Yep.
Okay, and no amount of your technology that you try to build up and manufacture is going to supersede that. You understand? You had it?
Go ahead, now.
Ezekiel 35? Okay.
Yep. This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred,
This is a curse upon Edom for that hatred that you have towards us. Also, I want to get Genesis. I'll get Genesis after this. All right, where he said, "The days my father passed, this is what I can say, my brother Jacob." All right, but this is what's going to happen to you because of that bloodthirst and that jealousy you have because of the blessing wherewith we were blessed with. Go ahead.
and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had it in.
Yeah, that perpetual hatred. I used to want a perpetual watch when I was in the world. I still would like that. But it don't stop. All right? It goes forever. Your hatred is that way. You got everything, and you still looking at us mad. Flipping the table over. Enjoy your kingdom, bro, but you're still worried about us because you know that you have but a little time. You know?
If I said that's like when you look at it, it's through the spirit. You know, that's why you say how when Esau looks at you, it's through his spirit where he don't like you. He probably don't know why. I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't. But the thing is, when you look at when they think about Jake, what did they say about the so-called black man? It was a documentary. They had these people up there, and they were like, they seem they stronger, they faster. Hey, you might as well say they're smarter, but you got to think of why we're not over you. That's because the Lord put us in what? Subjection. It wasn't you that really brought us down, it was the Lord. But like I said, he put a base man over us to show how low that he was going to put us for our disobedience.
Yeah, you ain't as tough as you think you are, nigga.
Right.
You the real nigga.
Mhm.
All right?
Hey, the scriptures,
Ass nigga,
the
man.
scriptures tell you that in Deuteronomy 28, said basically the Lord is going to take the strength out of our hands, man.
Yeah.
You see, like the brother said, physically we stronger than them, we know faster,
Smarter
smarter,
than you.
all that, man.
We look better.
But
We
the-
smell better. My watch is better. Yeah, y'all, come on, man. The only reason we're in this position is because the Lord allowed you. Okay, and they pride themselves like, oh, we conquered. You ain't conquered shit. The Lord conquered us, bro.
That's right.
You just refused to do it. Do it his whooping stick. Is the dog driving?
Dog all in the fucking. We gotta get out of here, man.
This place serious.
Folly.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. The Lord took away that strength, man. See, he took away their heads, man. You know what I'm saying? And these nations know that when you read in Judith chapter 5, man, it goes into like if they keep us. If we in sin with our power, then we can be taken. But if we in good terms with our power, then there's nothing they can do.
The ruler was inquiring of that priest, and he was like, he said, you can't touch these people unless they disconnected from their power, unless they're being disobedient. Other than that, you can't touch them things.
Yeah. But like you said, it showed me that was one of the curses of being disobedient, man. Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, that was a curse, man. And the Lord taking that might from our hands, man. You see?
And them curses own us.
Yeah.
Damn, they own us.
5-11.
Woo-wee. Yeah.
When we won with our power, that's like Rahab the harlot. You know, when Joshua, what he said, when we were one with our power, they knew. She was like, I've heard of you. I heard of your God. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. He was like, your God. You know, what you did to Egypt.
His name is magnified when we in order. And his name gonna be magnified again.
That's right. And what did they say? He said, we heard he brought down the most powerful nation upon the earth, which was what? Egypt at the time. And then you went through it. They was in fear. She said her people was fearing, fearing.
Bro, think about that. When you talk about a world power, what does that actually mean when a country has that title? That means the world depends on that country thriving.
Yep.
For world power to go down, it's not like they just go down, it's just them that's affected.
Yep.
It affects the whole state of the world. The world goes into a depression. When you talk about the international depression that happened here within the past couple hundred years, it's because world power is faulty.
Yep.
Which means all the countries underneath of them suffered. So when Egypt was taken down, that wasn't a light thing. That was an isolated incident where just the Egyptians suffered and they was like, damn, we lost, we down bad.
Right.
No, it affected all trade,
Domino
the route, everything. Traffic on earth was like fucked up. They were like, what the, Egypt is gone? Well, how did this? The Lord delivered his people, casted them down, did all these supernatural things. And you know that the Lord always leaves witnesses, eyewitnesses to say, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you know people were spreading it. You know, something like that happened. The word was being spread like, bro, I don't look at me crazy, but the Lord actually cast darkness over all of Egypt, killed the firstborns, turned the water to blood. It's like, they're like, what? No, you lying.
Split the sea.
And then they started feeling the effects of Egypt being gone. So they're like, this must be true.
Yeah.
So when they see the Israelites who they're in the wilderness, they're coming towards us. It was like a fear would come over people. Like, oh shit.
Hey, shit. Hey, all those people that were left in Egypt, man, like I said, killed all the firstborn and said not a house was without a dead. You know what I'm saying? They said he killed Pharaoh and his army in the sea, but you know, you had the regular Egyptians.
Yeah, they're like,
was through. You know what I'm saying? They probably told like, the Lord.
A lot of people, they understand. A lot of people had to move out of Egypt after that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we got to go to another land.
Them niggas probably went to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they probably went to your Rahab town.
When they were hot, they probably had Egyptians.
They were
They were hot town. Like, oh shit. Oh, shaking up and shit. Boils on them and shit.
Man, through.
Through. And a lot of them, you know, they probably went
Probably still
down.
holding that dead
Farther, you
baby.
know, you go down to synagogue. Apostle
Bro.
always talks about how he, you know, he looks at the synagogue people as the actual ancient
Yeah.
Egyptians. So a lot of them went down there. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, bro, the name is going to be glorified again. So when the world power is taken down, when America's taken down, the whore that sits at the head of the beast, bro, it's going to be the biggest deliverance. It's going to be the big, we mentioned it earlier in Jeremiah. It's going to be the biggest deliverance ever, bro.
Right.
The Balfour Declaration don't equivalent to that. It don't. It don't make sense. You understand?
Got it. Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Bashiach Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
So now, all that evil that you thought to do to us, all right, that you being a madman, sparing none during Jacob's trouble, all the things you're getting ready to do, it's gonna come back on your head, double, like it talks about in Revelation.
Yep.
Okay,
Look for it. See if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
right. So now I want to, unless somebody got something, I want to go to Genesis 27. Start at verse 40, just to double down and line up with Ezekiel 35. You got it. I'll read it.
This is Genesis 27 and verse 40. It says, and by thy sword shall, I started 39. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew
Fact,
of
the
heaven.
brother, the priest right here, he always goes into that word. When you go into that word fatness, is what, brother?
Like oil, right?
It's
Resources,
oil.
man.
Oil. All right? who is the man that goes to war and takes your oil?
Right.
So, like, before we get into what his judgment's going to be, why he's doing what he's doing, let's continue to identify who it is, just so you don't get confused who we're talking about. We don't got to sit here and tell you, oh, it's white man's no. Who fits this?
Right.
If we were being detectives right now and we were going through the characteristics and the things that they're doing, who fits the bill?
Right.
You see, go ahead, brother.
It says, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live.
By thy sword shalt thou live. Who goes around and forces you, strong arms you into doing what they need you to do? Who sets up puppet, revolutions in your country? You go in and say, "Oh, save you,
Yep.
nigga, you pay these niggas to do the shit."
Yeah.
And then set up a puppet leader you set him up.
Right.
And now he deteriorating the economy of that country, and it turns into a shithole.
Right.
I was watching this podcast the other day, and this guy was talking about, what are we gonna do to help countries like Afghanistan? Those shithole countries. And the dude stopped. He said, "Wait, 40 years ago was Afghanistan a shithole?" He said, "Why did it become a shithole? Because the CIA came in and they did all. He started going through it. These countries were rich. Afghanistan. Go look up pictures of Afghanistan 50 years ago. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, when you look at Afghanistan and you see how America was in there for so long and decimated it, what is one of their main things that's in Afghanistan? Opioids. Now what is they trying to say is a epidemic over here?
Bro, when they pulled out of Afghanistan, do you know the opioid prices in America rose 200%?
Yeah.
But mind you, opioids don't grow here in America. So let's use our brains. It rose 200% after they pulled out of Afghanistan, which where opioids do grow, and then all of a sudden, all this heroin is in your community.
Yep.
It's a problem. You got these people nodding off in Ohio. Come on, man. Who is this spitting? Who
Right.
fits the bill?
Back in Isaiah 27 and 41. That's all. I'll read verse 40 again. It says, "And by thy sword thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke off of thy neck."
Right. So I'll mention this, but I wouldn't link it up with this scripture. But we know that devil, he was bound for 1,000 years, and then he was loosed. He had to be loosed for a little season. So from the Renaissance period until now, we're in that last dominion that he's gonna have. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 41. "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him."
So you see this pure hatred
in the trenches.
for the tribes
Mr.
from this
Wi-Fi,
man.
right?
It still burns bright to this day because they know ultimately, even though we're under the curses, the blessing still pertains unto us. But go ahead.
It said, "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob."
Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So the time is coming where he's gonna try to get rid of us. This is the time. This is the time of step. You got it.
No, I'm just gonna add, just because he didn't fulfill that back then, man.
Right.
So when is this gonna happen? This is happening today through the seed line, man. You know what I'm saying? The descendants of these people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why this devil will shoot you hands up, hands down, going, coming, laying down on the ground, hands up in the back seat. Don't matter, man. He killing Jake, man.
In your house.
In your house, laying on your couch, bro.
Sleep.
But you notice it's never an accidental, like with cops. It's never an accidental black guy cop accidentally shooting a white cop.
right.
But they always accidentally shooting the Jake.
Them niggas know better. A nigga know
Exactly.
better. Niggas know he better not shoot no.
Boy.
Yeah, you shoot a white bitch in her
Yeah.
apartment.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, they gonna put you under the jail.
You knew you wasn't crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
You weren't scared,
How
yeah.
that bitch tried to do. Oh man.
That was in Dallas. What was that
Yeah,
chick
it was
that
in
was?
Dallas.
It was another one.
Amber, yeah.
What, Geiger? It was another one. The chick was in the house with her son, and the police came because it was like they called him for something.
That was in Fort Worth.
They shot her through the window.
Yep.
Come
You
on.
shoot a nigga through the window?
And the game.
Then said they were scared.
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah, you could be playing 2 games with Annie.
You niggas need to get off that
Bro.
game, man.
Bro, he traumatized. He threw.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta have counseling.
Yeah.
Damn. But hey, that's this devil, man.
Yep.
It's clear who fits the bill. Nobody else. When you look at the prison rate here in America, it's more than double of any other country.
Yep.
The prison system actually is one of the entities that keep this country going.
You know, when they said the prison system during the time of the early 1960s was mostly Edomites, but when it got more into the 80s, and they had the meeting with about the rap and all that, and you had the NWAs come out. And like I said, you had that the old stuff. They used to get to a point where the rap people the rap group and the rappers and artists were trying to come in and basically try to put an end to violence and the song self-destruction and all this.
KRS-One, fight the power. That's what it was about, man. Goodness.
And then all of a sudden they said what? They got the NWAs and all this and all these other gangster rappers. What happened after that? The what they call it, the jail, the prison prisons are basically started being flooded with what? You Jakes, the so-called black, Latinos, all all of them. It's just now the number has dramatically changed where it's more like the black Latinos than it is the so-called white men. But that was orchestrated by Esau. He said, "Hey, we can't have them coming together. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and produce this music that who runs it? The small hats."
J-O-O, the same people that run P-Hub. Now let me say this, man. The music has been used as a funneling system to the prisons.
Yep.
So Jake listened to this music all day, to this drill music, to this trap music, and they're chanting about adultery. They're chanting about murder. They're chanting about all these different things that are contrary to the decrees that the Lord gave, right? And they start to act these out. It's really like a spell being casted over them. And then they get, in the cartoons, when the guy he waves the little medallion and the eyes start spinning.
Yeah.
That's what's happening to you people through the music. And it channels, your channel spirits, and your behavior starts to change, and you're funneled into that prison system, man.
Right.
Witchcraft, to sell the dope. They blew that dope. That's the kind all day. Nigga, you wake up at 7:30 to go to work, and you cut on y'all nigga blew that dope. You're like, oh, that's what you just do all day. Like, what kind of nigga you think you gonna be?
Quit my job. I'm gonna be cold.
Bro, it'd be Jake that was middle class, just like,
Suburb
what
niggas.
What are you doing, bro? What are you? Sir Mammy.
Yeah,
Bro.
Come on, bro. Like, our people, man, they sodish.
Yep. It's hard.
Which
That
means
music
stupid
carries
for
a
the people
spirit
that
though.
don't.
Vibration, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they're in the clubs, that's why niggas get shot and killed in
Oh,
clubs,
my
man. Right? Certain music come on, song come on, it's gonna pump them niggas up and put them and put that fight kill spirit on them. And then a motherfucker accidentally bump them or step on their shoe or something, and they get popped in the head, bro.
It's over with, bro. If the nigga, what's that song back in the day? So I went to my head, be Chevy and pop me to the face. They start playing in the club, you gotta leave. They start playing that song. Luck if you buck. Any Boosie.
Lil Jon.
Lil Jon, get the fuck out of here, bro.
All that crunk music.
That's just heavy spirits on them songs, bro. Niggas don't know how to act them songs. Come
Niggas
on,
finna die.
Basically.
That death angel be in the building.
Humming over the club.
Yeah,
You been to the club where it's niggas at, you can feel it's like a
Dark, heavy.
heavy
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah.
You think it's real heavy.
Yes.
You at the door, niggas looking at you like this.
I don't know about this.
It's like, don't you shouldn't even really be there. Man. Go to where the white folks at.
Yeah.
Where they kind of got mixed crowd.
Yeah.
You gotta go. That's the first thing you learn to do.
They can be that same type of
Light that shit up.
You gotta mix that shit up.
Real talk.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead. This is Psalms 10 and 8. It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor.
Bro, at my old crib, man, it was clearly at the end of the street. This down here in Dallas. It was clearly a dope house at the end of the street.
Right.
Everybody would see traffic going down there all day. Now, mind you, I would see the police patrol this street all the time. They clearly know what's going on, but they allow that pollution, that degeneracy to go on in the community. There's kids all in the neighborhood.
Right.
Yep.
You see the kids looking kind of funny, like, damn, what's going on? This is the environment that this devil creates. With his music, with his legislation, with his redlining, all that he's created. Go ahead, brother.
Bro, yeah, man. Hey, even like certain groceries, bro. I went to Winco the other day, bro. Winco down here, man. It's like they got bulk shit and shit like that. They got some, you know what I mean? But bro, it's majority niggas there, bro.
Yeah.
That Spirit Third versus going to like a Tom Thumb or a Kroger's, bro.
Whole Foods.
Literally, bro. My son went in there. I took my son to Winco, bro. He immediately just started tripping. Like, bro, we got to the car. Like, it was so much like nigga. It was so many niggas in there, bro. I was like, I'm ready to go. Bro, we carried him, got the fuck out of there, bro. Soon we got out of there, my son. Soon I put him in the car seat, bro. Got out of there. It took so much out of him.
Yeah.
Right.
Being around niggas is
bro.
draining, bro.
Right.
It's like you
Damn.
gotta constantly tense up. You gotta watch this nigga. This nigga looks suspicious.
Right.
You know?
Bro.
But I'll say this about when you talk about the food that gets shipped to different grocery stores, produce, it's in legislation that particular high level produce gets shipped to particular zip codes.
Yeah, right. Yep.
If you live in a zip code where it's Section 8, bro, that food is fucking you up.
Yep.
Yeah.
The health rate in certain zip codes is down, bro.
Right.
The food is actually killing people. That's why when you go get groceries, go to Highland Park, man, where the JOO's at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta go where they at, bro.
Bro, you're not gonna find no Tom Thumb. You're not gonna find. I mean, you ain't gonna find. You damn sure ain't about to find no Whole Foods. No. You gonna have to go. You gonna have to go away from the nigga to go to a Whole Foods.
Bro, you gonna
or
find
Sprouts.
You gonna find the
Central
Walmart.
Market.
Yeah.
You gonna find a Walmart where the flow is sticky.
Yeah.
You gonna find a Fiesta. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a
Yep.
it's gonna be a shopping save.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jake getting groceries from the corner store.
Man, bro.
Spam been in the back for 10 years. Jake
Right.
was, oh yeah, put this in the bag.
Man.
The kids in there just roaming freely. You like, where your parents at?
And every time you walk in, you be like, what's that smell?
What's that
Right.
smell?
Right.
What's that
Bacon
smell?
is my foul.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like you get a bunch of BWs in the grocery store. It's like all they funk just kind of come together. You know, yeah. This shit is gross, bro. And that food fucking y'all pH up. And then you gonna find a crab shack, a seafood place.
goodness.
All right, they gonna make sure they put a crab spot in the hood.
McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Yep.
And you wonder why your pH all fucked up.
Churches,
Try to-
liquor stores.
Yeah,
Liquor store, pawn shop,
Right.
McDonald's.
yeah, that's
Four churches.
Smoke shop.
And that's set up according to a demographic.
Yeah.
That's what it's set up according to, man. This
We need-
nigga did that shit on purpose. You got
when
it.
when these other nations come over here with Moab and all them come over here, bro, and they give them business loans, they tell them where they can set their businesses up at.
Yeah.
They don't
Right.
let them set the businesses up in the Edomite
yeah,
neighborhoods.
yeah.
They let them
Right.
set them up in our
Right.
neighborhoods.
Yep.
So it's just like, dude, damn, everything is against you in this place.
Man.
So you think you eating, what's it, gyro? They don't put a little pork in it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can't keep the law perfect here. Going back to our point, man, we can't be immortal here on this side. This place got to be cast down. And we got to be changed.
Right.
Yeah, the nigga cooking on the same fucking stove or use the same spouse.
We got to leave the spot we was
Yeah.
at, where we was hitting up.
Yep.
I really like that spot.
Yeah.
It was some spiritual conversations we had in that
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
But you know, they changed management. Now they cooking the fufu on the same, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
It's hell. And again, bro, when you go get, even if you try to go get lawful food from somewhere, you go to a nice restaurant, you don't know what they mixing back in there in that kitchen.
Right.
They got the pork grease, and they throw your chicken, they throw your steak, they throw your salmon on top of the pork grease.
Right.
And then the salmon, you can't trust the salmon. This devil cloning the salmon. Up in Canada, like where America gets more than half of its salmon from is government farm in Canada, where they clone the salmon. And then they try to put the clone salmon in the lakes or in the waters with the real salmon. And guess what the clone salmon do? They eat the real salmon. They cannibalize.
Damn.
So you digesting a clone fish that's just natural thing is to kill nature, to be against you. How about you have a shot? Bro, we gotta get out of here, bro.
And then they dye the meat with all kind of fucking, you know what I'm saying? The meat
Yeah.
that you see is all, man, it look fresh. The package this day, the shit red as fuck. The shit ain't red, they
The
just
shit-
dipping that shit in the color, man.
The shit from Venezuela,
Yeah.
okay, and they had to ship it up here. You think that you ever seen meat after you kill an animal and after you leave it
Yeah,
a couple
turn
days,
brown.
that
Yeah,
shit doesn't.
brown.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that it's staying red.
Yeah. Trying to cover the smell up because, you know, it's rotten, basically.
It's a carcass. That's why in the scriptures when you slay a lamb, you eat it that day.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 140 and 5. It says, the proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. I should have started up in verse 4. It
Hey, go see
says,
what's up with
up
that.
to verse 4, it says, keep me, O Lord, from the hand of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent men who have proposed to overthrow my goings. You know, and they have set snares and gins. One of these things that they've been set up, we've just been mentioning, how they set up the different grocery stores, or like say the food. They say you go here, you go there. You can't you bring this particular grade of meat to this part of the community, to this zip code. Now this grade you take over here.
Get it to the niggas. All the
like with-
defective meat, give it to the niggas. Go ahead.
Yeah, just like with the water, man. The water that come out your tap, well, shit, you best believe it is different compared to the water that come out of taps in Edomite neighborhoods, man.
Yeah,
You see,
we-
Flint, Michigan is a perfect example, man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shows you right there. They still ain't fixed that problem, bro.
They
Showing you
don't
that.
give a shit.
Yeah, man.
They sent $20 billion to Ukraine, bro, and they still ain't fixed the water in Flint. That's madness.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, it's like it. And in California, they say they gonna recycle the toilet water.
Yeah, I seen that shit, bro.
These niggas think
Bro.
they do the water. This man don't care about you, bro.
I mean, we doing that shit now, man.
Yeah.
You think that water that we flushing that, bro, that shit,
Yeah.
he ain't doing nothing but fucking filter, the same shit that we seen on that video, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
That shit we already doing. He already doing that shit.
Yeah.
He just wanted to tell you. Because
Yeah.
you know, in Satanism, the same way, that's the left-hand side, right? They feel the same way the prophets going to tell the people what's going to happen before it happens. They do it on the left-hand side of Satanism. So they tell you what they're going to do. They might do it in a funny way. They might try to do it in passing. But they tell you. You know?
They'll say, after you drink some bottled water, you have somebody
We're
say,
going to recycle
that's
the water.
cancer.
We're going to yeah, so like, go ahead.
No, I'll say that's cancer.
Yeah, we're gonna recycle your water. Just a little bit. It might be a little bit of doodle in it. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah, they allow that shit.
Yeah,
They allow a
they allow it.
particular amount of shit to be in food, shit to be in water.
The
All
FDA
kind of stuff.
approved. The FDA years ago they approved a particular amount of feces, poop, piss to be in your food. Just
Golly, bro.
More than that, man. All kind of
Yeah.
rat hairs
Yeah.
or different.
Rat doodoo.
Yeah, all of that.
Because in those factories, it's the way they're doing it.
That
the way
shit is
they-
wicked.
Yeah, it's wicked. In those factories, there's so much animals and little things they can't control that it's bound to happen because they don't handle the food properly.
Right.
So they had to approve in the law that
Right.
well, shit, we're gonna allow percentage of
There's
it.
gonna be some
Right.
shit
A
in
little piss in
Gonna
it.
be some in there,
A
yeah.
little doo in it. So, you know what I mean? You know? So you eat that crunch bar, you're like, oh, just a little different.
Right.
Got a little
You
more
eating that
in it.
bitch, you best believe it's probably something in it.
Yeah, a little rat piss.
Man.
You know, but we're gonna wrap it up, man. Well, we're gonna read this book, Ezekiel 94, because what we did the past 20 minutes was sign cry.
Yeah.
So what it's prophesied that the elect will be signed and cry. Go ahead, bro.
Right, this is Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And it reads, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem,
People before place.
and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Mark of exemption from judgment. So those, the elect are going to be sighing and crying. They're going to be vexed from day to day with the filthy conversation of the wicked, just like Lot was. So, hey man, Albaratazar, the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises once more to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Shalom to all the brothers, and of course the few sisters pursuing this truth in sincerity and blessing of election be upon the house. Shalom.
Shalom.
That was good, y'all. That was good. That was fun, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Man, it seemed like it came.
It's fun.
Yeah.